Martinez from Social Housing Finance Corporation, and a warm welcome to all of you. It is indeed a pleasure to be the moderator for this event, and we sincerely appreciate you taking time to join us today as we showcase another proof that we are committed to building stronger partnership with the local government units. This ceremony is a testimony that this local government unit is indeed committed to serving the underprivileged and homeless communities despite all the devastations and tests of time. They managed to stand strong after the destructive eruption of the Taal volcano in February 2020, and now keeping their constituents safe from the COVID-19 pandemic. A one-of-a-kind province who exhibits how resilient Filipinos are. And of course, this live broadcast is also an evidence that no pandemic, no distance, and no challenges will stop us from achieving our mission. And we are also proud to let you know that this month we are celebrating the 32nd anniversary of the Community Mortgage Program with the theme, SHFC's Reliability, Roles on Bridging You to Your Homes so you can stay home. And to be updated to our programs, please don't forget to like our official Facebook page. It's SHFC PH. And of course, let us be guided and begin this ceremony with a prayer to be led by Job Mario Balita, Housing and Home Site Regulation Officer of the Provincial Government of Batangas, followed by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem.
Ilagay po natin ang ating mga sarili sa banal na presensya ng Diyos. Sa ngalan ng Ama, ng Anak at ng Espiritu Santo. Amen. O Panginoon Diyos, higit po sa lahat ay ang aming pasasalamat sa panibagong araw na iyong ibinigay. Sa lakas ng katawan at isip, upang magampanan namin ang mga tungkuling iniata sa amin. Ang biyaya na aming tinatamasa upang makayanang harap ang mga pagsubok sa buhay na aming nararanasan ngayon. Ganun din po ang aming pagsusumamo na sana ay matapos na at magkaroon ng lunas ang pandemyang ito. Kakibat po ng lahat ng ito ay ang panghihingi po ng tawad sa lahat ng mga kasalanang aming nagawa upang kami naman ay lubos na maging karapat-dapat sa iyong pagmamahal at pagpapala. Inihiling po namin ang lahat ng ito sa ngalan ni Jesus na aming Panginoon. Amen. Luwalhati kita sa Anak at Espiritu Santo. Ngayon at magpasuwalang hanggan. Amen.
Muli po, magandang umaga sa ating lahat at sa mga tiga Batangas po, and we are excited to be part of this ceremony as this is another step to achieving our goal of uplifting the lives of the underprivileged and providing security of tenure to the communities in the province of Batangas. But before we begin with this program, I would like to acknowledge the presence of Ms. Jenny Forescal, manager of the Partner Relations Division. We also have Ms. Anisha Villafuerte, Vice President for Recovery Projects Department, Attorney Maria Rosalie Richa Teguian, Vice President for the Program Development and Enhancement. We also have VP Jimmy Manes, Vice President for South Luzon Operations. We have Sir Felix Cana, Manager of Batangas Operations. We have our Senior Vice President, Attorney Leo de Ocampo, Attorney Ronaldo Saco, our Senior Vice President for Operations, from the Office of the President, Partner Relations Division, and the Strategic Communications Division. And of course, our dear SHFC President, Attorney Arnolfo Ricardo Cabling. We'd also like to acknowledge the presence of the officers and staff members of the Provincial Government of Batangas, all personnel of the Office of the Provincial Governor, the Provincial Administrator, Mr. Librandi Di Maunahan, members of the Housing and Home Site Regulations, especially Mr. Ronel Del Rio and his staff, and of course to our Governor, Hermelando Mandanas. Last but definitely not the least, our friends and colleagues, especially the Homeowners Association being assisted by Batangas Provincial, who are tuned in live at our official Facebook page, SHFC PH. At magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. And welcome to our virtual MOU signing between Social Housing Finance Corporation and the Provincial Government of Batangas. And now to introduce our first speaker, to give his opening remarks, I'd like to call in Ms. Reynalyn Palinawan of the Partner Relations Division to introduce to us our dear SHFC President.
Good morning, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Renilyn Doniel and Paglinawan from the Partner Relations Division of SHFC. I am very excited to join you today for this very momentous event, the online signing of a Memorandum of Understanding between Social Housing Finance Corporation and the Provincial Government of Batangas. Let me introduce to everyone the father of our agency. He was appointed by President Rodrigo Duterte to head SHFC in 2017. Thanks to his extensive background in housing during his term as Councilor of Davao City from 2004 to 2013. He always believes that LGUs play an important role in facilitating socialized housing for the underprivileged. Therefore, when he assumed leadership of SHFC, he championed the forging of strong partnership with LGUs for the provision of affordable, resilient, and sustainable shelter solutions. And this MOU signing is a product of his deep commitment to building synergy with LGUs. Without further ado, please give a round of applause as I present to you Attorney Arnolfo Ricardo B. Cabling, President of Social Housing Finance Corporation.
Kaagapay ng komunidad sa maginhawa pamumuhay.
Maraming salamat po. Thank you very much. Una po sa lahat, magandang umaga po. Ang aking pong pagbati at pagpupugay kay Governor Hermelando Mandanas po, ang ating Provincial Governor of Batangas, at ang kanyang pong mga department heads, ang ating city planning, ang ating housing, ang ating legal, at ang ating administrator are all with us. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtanggap sa amin dito sa province of Batangas. We are very far yet to near because of the new technology right now. Nabutan tayo ng pandemic, subalit po kailangan natin ituloy ang ating programa para po sa ating mga kababayan. Lalong-lalo na po dito sa Batangas na natamaan po at nasalanta po nung eruption po ng Mount Taal. Magandang umaga rin po sa mga kasamahan ko sa SHFC. Andito po ating dalawang Senior Vice Presidents, ang Vice President for Operation, si Attorney Ronald Saco. Andito rin po ating Senior Vice President for Legals and Partners, si Attorney Leo de Ocampo. At ang ating Vice President for Partners Relations and Program Enhancement, si Attorney Tegian. Dito rin po ang ating Recovery Program Vice President for Community Resiliency, si Vice President Moon Villaferte. Andito rin po ang ating Vice President for Southern Luzon, si Mr. Jimmy Manes. At iba pa po mga officers sa SHFC, sa Partners Relations Division, sa Strategic Communication, at sa mga kasamahan ko po, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Ang Governor, napakagalak po namin at dito tayo ngayong umagang ito, kahit malayo tayo sa bawat isa, nagkaisa tayo sa ating unit at pakay na mabigyan po ng pabahay ang ating mga constituents dito sa province of Batangas. Marami na kami nasabi, nagpakilala na po ang social housing, nagkaroon tayo ng orientation together with your officers, and now we are supposed to ink the understanding. But allow me to revisit what I have said and to give you a refresher. Ano ba talaga ang pakay namin dito? Ang social housing po, isa po kami sa ahensya ng gobyerno sa pabahay. Andiyan po Pag-ibig, andiyan ang NHA, andito pong social housing na siyang pinakabata at pinakabagong ahensya. Nagsimula po kami on-site projects lang po. Yung bang mga nakatira sa pribadong lupa, ninegotiate namin na pribadong lupa upang mabili at mabayaran at maiwasan po ang eviction at demolition. For the last 10 years po, halos lahat ng project ng social housing. But currently po and lately, we reviewed our mandate. At nakasabi sa mandate namin na we should cater to the low-income bracket, both formal and informal. And it should be done in close coordination with the local governments where the project is situated. At the mandate further states that we help the informal families resettle to the place where they want to be resettled and its subsequent development and home development. So we said, so we can actually move forward. Di ba? Hindi lang tayo sa land acquisition, we can do site development as well. So, anong pinakaiba namin sa dalawang ahensya sa Pag-ibig at saka sa national housing? Yung kanila po, yung sa Pag-ibig, pribadong pera yon. Galing ko sa mga pera ng mga membro. At ang pag-avail po doon, individual. Kanya-kanya. Ang National Housing Authority naman po, pera ng gobyerno, ang mandato po nila is mass production of houses, the physical shelter. At ang pag-avail po doon, kung nangangailangan yung ating mga constituents, individual din po. Subalit ang social housing po, makapag-avail po kayo in group. You have to be organized into a community. Dahil po nagkaroon na ng private effort, yung Pag-ibig, nagkaroon ng government effort, subalit po na-realize po ng ating pamahalaan, lalo ng Kongreso, na kulang pa rin. Malaki pa na problema ng pabahay. Siguro ang magiging solusyon na makakatulong ay ang community effort themselves. Magtulungan ang buong komunidad upang malutas natin ang problema ng pabahay. Kaya andito na po yung SHFC na binigyan po ng mandato na mamahalang community mortgage program. Yung aming programa, community po. So it has to be organized dahil yung pong mga beneficiaries, we call them home partners. They should be part of the community. They should cooperate and collaborate with us in building the dream community they want. So we partner with LGU, we partner with the other national governments, with the church and the academy. No? So ano na po ang aming mga, through the years po, I have a little presentation. Can you show it on screen? Through the years po, nag-evolve na po ang aming mga programa. Hindi na lang po community on-site. Meron din ho kaming iba't ibang modalities na po ng ating social housing program. Next slide, please. So ito po, sinasabi na ang NHA is more on production, ang SHFC is more on finance. But hindi po, ang aming pong nakasabi sa aming mandato, we are also indirectly involved into housing development through the community. Wala na pong HUDC, wala na pong HLURB, nasa departamento na po yan ngayon. No? So can you move on to the next slide please, sa modalities. So ano na po ang aming mga programa ngayon? Marami na ho kami programa. Ito na po, on-site. Andiyan pa rin yung mga on-site. special projects. Ano ibig sabihin ng special projects sa national government? Ibig sabihin po noon, ito pong halimbawa ng on-site. Nakatira na sila doon, binayaran namin yung mga may-ari ng lupa para maging kanila na. Next modality, please. Ito po. Yung mga affected by government projects po, ginagawa ho namin ng resettlement. At ang next po, meron ho kami tinatawag namin na vertical CMP, lalong-lalo po sa mga urban areas. Next. Ito po in close coordination with local governments. Yung local government may plano, sinabi nila, kulang yung pondo nila, pinupunduhan po namin. Next, please. Farmlot CMP po. Kung medyo mura pa ang lupa, pwede tayo mamigay ng isang 5,000 square meters, may bahay, at may counting farmlot, compact, and organic. Next, please. Sectoral po. Fisher folks, differently abled. Next, please. Mixed use or township CMP. Next, please. Culturally sensitive CMP. Next, please. Housing for peace and nation building. Sa Marawi po, Governor, we were asked to participate. So nag-commit po kami ng 1,500 houses. Ang pera po namin ay galing po sa OCD, Office of the Civil Defense. Dahil na po affected ng calamity, ang pera pong binigay ng OCD, libre po for land acquisition and foresight development, libre din po. And then, yung housing po, we partnered with UN Habitat. Ang nagbigay po ng pondo is yung Japanese government. So we constructed 1,500. It's about to be completed na po sa ngayon, Governor. Next, please. Ito po, sa Rojas City, natamaan ng kalamidad. We also partnered with UN Habitat. Binayaran po ng mga community yung lupa, yung bahay po binigay ng UN Habitat in partnership with the Japanese government. Next po. We also partner with the industries for their workers. Next po. Next. Meron ng mga developers, sila hong gumagawa ng mga projects, turn over sa amin, kompleto na. Binabayaran namin. Of course, before we start the project, may identified beneficiaries tayo. May identified beneficiaries tayo. Kasi nga po, we deliver the projects for organized communities. At ginagamit po nila sa balanced housing requirement nila, ang project nila sa amin. Next, please. So far po, Mayor, Governor, ang mga projects po ginawa ng social housing was recognized in the Asia Pacific Forum. Ang gumawa ko na pagsusuri ang Ateneo de Manila that we have really transformed the communities to a better condition. This is po the result of their study. Next, please. At sinabi naman po sa isang pagsusuri, the CMP is considered to be the most innovative and responsive government housing program in the Philippines. It is the most availed program by ISF and the most receptive to the housing needs of the low-income group in the country. The CMP also shows higher collection efficiency rate compared to other government programs that extend loans for socialized housing. Next, please. And in fact, in the Magna Carta, a very recent law, sinabi po dito, isa po sa programa na nakapag-alleviate talaga ng poverty sa ating mga constituents is the so-called Community Mortgage Program. Next. So yun po, what we're saying is that we have evolved through these years. Hindi na kami limited sa land acquisition. For calamities po, affected areas, is either we finance, loan ho ng association sa amin, or we tap the funding from OCD, the Office of the Civil Defense. For Metro Manila po, dahil walang lupa, tinap po kami ng DILG sa 50 billion fund for cleaning of the waterways in Metro Manila. We got about 15 billion. We put up vertical houses po, no? Vertical buildings for them. So, because we are saying, ang programa po namin is so-called Fair Shelter Solution. Fair stands for flexible. A stands for affordable. I, inclusive. And R, responsive to the need of the locality. So we adjust whatever is the need of the locality. Again, I would like to stress 3 points. Una po, yung proyekto po namin ay isa pong plano at pangarap ng komunidad. We sit down with you, we do workshop with you. Ano bang gusto niyong plano? We sit down with the local government. What is your advice to your constituents? Okay, we finance your project. As we finance your project, si pera yun eh. Dapat inyo na yung pera. We supervise you. That's why we have our engineers, we have our technical people to supervise you all the way. But ang sinasabi po namin, this is your project, so you have your sense of ownership. This was your dream. This was your plan. We just help you transform this plan into reality. So there is sense of ownership. Second po, yung project po namin, mga projects po namin, tinatawag po natin may sense of neighborhood. Kasi yung kung saan sila galing, na sinasabi po ng batas, dapat they should be transferred together. Hindi po selective yung ating resettlement. So they will be transferred together. So they were neighbors since they are young and they're transferred together. The element of neighborhood is preserved. So, and the partnership with the local government is very vital for us. Yun po pinaka-importanting elemento. Ownership, sense of neighborhood, and partnership with the local government. Why? Because po, ang batas po nagsasabi na obligasyon po ng local government ang pagpo-provide ng resettlement sa kanilang mga constituents. But many LGUs are saying we don't have the funds. That's why we are here to help you finance your projects and your plans. Why? Because the local government says it is your obligation. And the UDHA law, the Urban Development and Housing Act, provides na the local government should really take part in this undertaking because it's the local government that is tasked to do the comprehensive land use plan. The local government knows where are the best sites suitable for resettlement. And the local governments are also tasked in the UDHA law to come up with census tagging, an inventory of informal settlers that must be the priority for the government housing program. And third po, may resources po ang local government which could be shared with us. We can share the financing, we could share our technical people, our technical knowledge, but the local government may engineering department, may housing department po who could help us do the social profiling. May engineering po which could help us do the road opening para matipid na po natin ang cost. At may engineers who could help us do the planning. Diba? So it's very important that we partner with local government. That is our direction. And that's why we're very happy that this morning we're going to ink a memorandum of agreement. The memorandum of agreement is simple. What is there for you to share? What is there for us to share? Let's pull them together and come up with a very good project for our constituents. So we look forward for your proposals and we look forward to begin projects with you. We have, in fact, created a very special department in our institution, which is the Recovery or Community Resiliency Program under BP Moon. It was BP Moon Villapuerte, who was in Marawi, who helped build 1,500. And it was BP Sali, who was in Rojas when we also build, rehabilitate those people affected by Yolanda and in Tacloban. So now we are in Batangas because you're affected by the Taal, the eruption of Taal volcano. We hope we can also provide you the assistance you need. We can help you put and transform into reality your plan and the dream of your constituents to have the housing they need and a sustainable community they're dreaming of. We are saying we are not just building the physical shelters, we want to build sustainable communities. And we can only do that if we partner with all the people within the community. So, in fact, Governor, we also created a new department, the Partners Relation and Program Enhancement Department under BP Sali. She's also with us because we will not just leave the community. We're saying, kaagapay nyo kami para sa maginhawang pamumuhay for the next few years of your existence here. Because usually ang aming projects pag nagpapaloan kami is for 25 to 30 years. So that's very long. But we will be there and we will do interventions to make you be able to pay with us. But if our projects will be through OCD, it will be grants. If it will be from the Office of the Civil Defense. Now, we also do livelihood interventions. That's why BP Sali is also here. That's a special department also we created. Because we said, not just physical houses, we want sustainable communities. And we introduce other programs which we believe could make the community empowered and could make the community resilient and that could make the community really sustainable. So yun lang po ang mensahe namin. Nagpapasalamat po kami because not all LGUs po are very open and very receptive to such kind of responsibility. It's already there in the local government code that it is a problem of the LGU, it is a concern of the LGU. Ano dapat na priority ng LGU? Those in the danger zones, those affected by government projects, and those with court-ordered demolition. If there are demolitions, it should be the LGU that should resettle the people. But why wait for those calamities and those demolition? Let us anticipate, let us be proactive, let us plan everything in advance to help our people. No? So, maraming salamat po kasi lahat ng LGU open and receptive to enter into partnership with us and we're very happy dito po sa buong probinsya ng Batangas through po the effort and the leadership of the governor, we are entering this morning this memorandum of agreement. Mayor, Governor, magandang umaga muli po at maraming salamat po sa inyo kasama po sa inyong mga department heads. Good morning to all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Atty. Kabling, for being an inspiration to all of us. And of course, for your dedication, your passion, and your advocacy for leading the innovation of SHFC's programs. And now to present Batangas Provincial Housing Program accomplishments for the past 3 years, we present to you Mr. Ronel Del Rio, Housing and Homesite Regulation Officer 5, and Ms. Carmita Joshel Macaraig, Housing and Homesite Regulation Officer 3.
Magandang umaga po, Governor. Magandang umaga po, Atty. Kabling, sa aming SHFC-LGU family o SHFC family, kung paano man yon. And we're very happy po, the entire housing division under the mentorship of Administrator Lebrado de Maunahan. We are very, very happy and excited because finally, after a long while, ngayon po dire-diretso na po at meron ng MOU signing. Bago po kami magsimula, ay gusto rin din po naming pasalamatan si Vice Governor Mark Leviste at si Bukal JP Gosos at ang buong sangguniang panglalawigan ng Batangas sa pagbibigay po ng otoridad sa Governor para po magawa itong ating gagawin ngayong umaga. Governor, ang atin pong housing accomplishments ay nakabatay po sa inyong reach. Amin pong sinabi sa ating mga stakeholders tulad sa SHFC, Pag-ibig Fund at NHA na dapat ang housing sa Batangas ay nakabatay sa gusto ng gobernador, yung reach, resilient, inclusive, and conducive housing. So lahat po ng mga bahay na i-construct ng SHFC, i-construct ng Pag-ibig, i-construct ng National Housing Authority, ay sasailalim sa gayong kahigpit na pamantayan ng ating mahal na gobernador. Kaunting pagbabalik tanaw lang po, President Cabling, ang Housing and Homesite Affairs Division po under the Administrator's Office, nung pagpasok po ninyo, Gob, noong July 2016, ay kasabay din po ang paglipat ng halos 300 pamilya dyan po sa Joeyville sa Balete. At doon pa lang po ay pinatunayan na po ninyo na hindi tayo papayag na lilipat ang mga taga Kalawit, Barangay Kalawit sa Balete nang walang kuryente at o tubig. Nung sila po ay lumipat sa Joeyville, sila po ay mayroon ng kuryente at tubig at wala hong lumipat doon ng walang kuryente at tubig. Patunay ho sa ating rich agenda, Governor, at hanggang ngayon po ay hindi po yan iniiwanan ng developer. Kung may problema ho ang taga Joeyville, ay pinupuntahan ho ng developer dahil sabi namin magagalit ng Governor pag hindi naayos ang problema ng mga tao. So siguro po, President Cabling, ganun po ang relasyon na nais po ng gobernador na talagang ang atin pong mga pagtutulungan ay salamat po dahil sabi niyo hindi niyo iniiwan at hindi niyo iiwanan ang mga tao. Tama po yun eh. Sapagkat kadalasan po, President Cabling, sa mga proyekto ng gobyerno, kung kaya po ito nagkakaroon ng problema dahil pagka ang iniintindi lamang ng housing agencies noon ay kung makakakolekta ng amortization. Pero ito po ay binago na po ninyo at binabago po ng gobernador sa pamamagitan ng kanyang rich approach. So, kaunting pagbabahagi lang, Carmi. Let's begin with our, kasama ko po si Carmi Makaray. Carmi? Slide 1. Ayan, ang aming
Yes, good morning po.
Go ahead, please.
Housing and Homesite Affairs staff surveyed the residents flood-prone coming in danger areas in Tuwi, Batangas.
Okay. Gob, ito po yung sa Tuwi, Gob. Ito po yung President Cabling, Governor. Ito po yung sa Tuwi. Yung pong Tuwi, meron po silang humigit kumulang 180 families po na nasa danger areas. Na sinabi ho ni President Cabling kanina. Ito po yung na-survey na natin 2017 pa. Simula po 2017 hanggang natapos na ho natin ito. Kaya lang may kaunti lang ho tayong issue dyan. And ito po yung lupa ho ng Provincial Government, sir, na sa tulong po ni Attorney Pastor, ay siguro maayos na ho natin ito ngayon pong pangalawang termino po ninyo sa inyong administrasyon. Ito po napakaganda at ito po inadalaw na rin noon ni Ma'am Julie ng SHFC at may commitment na po sila na kung ayos na po ay magagawa na po natin ito at SHFC ho ang tutulong sa atin dito, Governor. Next, Carmi. Medyo may technical problem ho yata si Carmi. Arian, if you can take over,
Sir.
can you
Yes,
please
sir.
read the slide for me, please?
Yes.
Slide 3 na tayo. Okay.
Yes, sir. Affected residents shall be relocated to the provincial government property located at Barangay Putol, Tuy, Batangas. A groundbreaking ceremony was held on October 16, 2017.
So Governor, andun din po si Father Levy, ang ating administrator, at saka si Ma'am Merly Pasachempo. Sabay po yun ang birthday ng Mayor. Mayor pa ho nun si Mayor Serrado, Vice Mayor na siya ngayon. At ngayon po, ang Tuwi ho may 6 na milyong piso. Sila po, Governor, President Cabling, sila po ay namuhunan ng 6 na milyong piso at para po ito sa development ng property ho sa Tuwi. At hanggang ngayon po ay naghihintay po sila para magamit po itong 6 na milyong piso. Next, please. SHFC, next, please.
For Santa Rita Aplayas ISFs, affected residents of the construction of the regional food terminal in Santa Rita Aplaya were gathered in several meetings and consultations.
Okay, hindi pa ho sinasabi ni President Cabling ay binalikat na po ng Governor Mandanas ang responsibilidad sa ating mga informal settlers. Ano po? Ito pong 52 families ay isa lang sa maraming ebidensya na ang Governor Mandanas po ay nagkakalinga sa mga informal settlers, lalo na po doon sa maapektuhan ng mga proyektong magpapaunlad pa sa lalawigan ng Batangas. So isa po ito. Ngayon po, yung 52 families ay nabigyan po ng financial assistance, nabigyan po ni Governor sa pamamagitan ng Balay Project, ng karampatang tulong at ngayon po ay handa pa rin tumulong ang Kapitolyo. Bagamat ang magandang balita po, Governor, ay sumali din po ang Batangas City Government sa pagtulong po sa ating mga informal settler families. Next please, SHFC.
The 52 affected families were included in the expanded Balay program of the PSWDO, where each family was granted financial assistance worth 75,000 pesos as seed money to reestablish themselves or relocate to another housing facility.
Okay, next please. Thank you. Next.
The 52 families pooled their grants together and were able to buy a parcel of land measuring 2,589 square meters in Banaba West, Batangas City.
Ayun, Gob Mandanas saka President Kabling, sila ho ang pumili ng kanilang lupa. At yung pong binigay ninyong grant ay hindi po napunta kung saan. Pagkabigay nyo, Gob, na pagkabigay ninyo ay talagang diretso po sa may-ari ng lupa. Kaya sigurado po yung 52 families hindi po sila homeless. Next.
For Settlement and Relocation Action Plan, HHAD, in partnership with the Presidential Commission on the Urban Poor, conducted the Resettlement and Relocation Action Plan to planning officers of the different municipalities of the province on March 20, 2018 at the Provincial Administrator Conference Room. These speakers are Mr. Robert Bonifacio and Ms. Annie Nascenseno of PCUP.
Okay, so Gob, ito po bahagi ng ating pag-abot sa ating mga munisipyo at sa ating po mga empleyado rin naman na pag-aralan po itong Relocation and Resettlement Action Program. Ito po ay napakahalagang component ng isang housing program upang hindi po magkagulo yung dadatnan at saka yung dadating. Ang tawag po doon ng ating housing sector ay RARAP, Relocation and Resettlement Action Plan, Governor po at saka President Kabling. Next please.
Orientation and Republic Act 7279 and Republic Act 9904. Our Housing and Home Site Affairs Division conducted an orientation on Republic Act 7279 and Republic Act 9904 to the officers of Santa Rita Playa ISF, HOA, and Bagong Lipunan HOA on November 27 to 28, 2018. At the conference room of the Provincial Administrator's Office to help newly formed legally organized associations become aware of their rights, duties, and responsibilities under the law.
Okay, so President Kabling, wag po kayong mangangamba sapagkat ang Batangas po, ready po kami at alam po namin yung rules ng socialized housing. Kaya nasa mabuti po kayong mga kamay at hindi po namin tatalikuran ang responsibilidad po lalo ho sa gabay ng aming mahal na governor. Next, please.
A similar orientation on RA 7279 and RA 9904 was also conducted by the Housing and Home Site Affairs Division to the Kapitbahay Association in Sitio Makati, Barangay 11, Nasugbu, Batangas last October 4 to 5, 2018.
Ito po, alam ni Sir Jimmy po ito, no? Na yung mga taga Nasugbu, Batangas po at saka taga Balete ay nagpunta na ho doon sa diyan sa inyo sir sa BDO Plaza. At sila po ay talagang nagpakita sa inyo ng mga papeles nila ho. At President Kabling, alam po ni Sir Jimmy yung project namin sa Nasugbu at sa Balete. Kaya nga nag-uusap-usap po kami kanina sir bago tayo mag-live na pinapipili na daw po the attorney si Sir Jimmy kung anong gagamitin sa sasakyan. Pwede raw po sir na LRT, pwede raw humbas, bahala daw siya pumili basta makarating sa Balete. So pagkatapos po nitong MOU, President Kabling, ay masisimulan po ito yung Nasugbu at saka po yung pamilya po dyan sa Barangay Malabanan sa Balete. SHFC po lahat yon. At meron pa ho tayo sa Tuwi at meron pa ho tayo sa ibang munisipyo na nagsabi na rin po sa amin na tontuwa na meron na pong MOU tayo. Next please.
A seminar on revitalizing and empowering officers and coordinators of Joeyville Craters View Subdivision on February 6 to 7, 2019 at ESL Resort, Barangay Palsara, Balete, Batangas.
Okay, kung mapapansin po niyo President Kabling, hindi po pumapayag sa governor na wala kaming gagawin sa ating mga HOA. Ano po? Hindi lang po yan, sir, tsaka mahal na governor, ang inyo pong housing division sa tulong ni administrator po, Levy Di Maunahan, ay may magandang samahan po sa DSUD, sa HLURB noon na hindi pa kasamang DSUD. Pero lahat po ito mga key shelter agencies po, alam po yan ni Vice President Moon Nung araw pa ay napakasarap na po ng samahan ng SHFC at ng inyong housing division. Ngayon po isa papamatnubay nga po ni Father Levy Di Maunahan. Next, please.
National Housing Authority, Municipality of Balete, and HHAD form the
Okay.
Balete Selection, Arbitration, and Awards Committee to
Okay, next
settle
please.
issues.
Ayan. So, sinasabi lang po dyan, para hindi po masyado ako matagal, baka matagal na ho ako, President, nag-form po ng selection committee ngayon sa Balete. So, involved po ang munisipyo hanggang sa selection committee. Involved po sila at kasama po ang probinsya na tinatanong na nga po ni Gov, kayo lagi nasa Balete, ano ginagawa mo doon? Ayan po, Governor, hindi po tayo nagagala lang doon, kundi talagang ini-empower po natin ang mga ang munisipyo po, Governor, para alam nila ang nangyayari po diyan sa socialized housing. At ang magandang balita pa rin po, President Cabling, ay si Governor po ay mahigpit ang bilin. Lahat ng pwedeng ibigay sa mga tao, ibigay natin. Kaya pati po ang cooperative office kasama na po namin sa Balete at nito pong nagkaroon ng taal ay maganda po ang ugnayan ng Housing Division, ng Administrator's Office, Housing Division at ng PSWDO para po alam namin ang nangyayari sa Talaibon, sa Ibaan, Sergob, doon po sa ating evacuation site. Ngayon po ay meron na tayong, 496, may darating pa hong mga, so around 540 ho ang inaasahang mag-occupy doon. At sa tulong po ng SHFC at ng iba pa mga agencies ay malulutas po natin ang problema ng housing sa Taal bago po matapos ang inyong termino sa 2022, ang inyong pangalawang termino at sa inyong pangatlong termino, sir, ay masisiguro po na ang mga taga-Taal po ay hindi magiging kalat, hindi po sila homeless at lalo pa ho't nandyan ang SHFC. Pakiusap lang ho namin ay talagang masali uli ang housing po sa 2021 budget ng SHFC at ng lalawigan ng Batangas upang nang sa ganoon ay mas marami po tayong matulungan sa atin pong mga kababayan. At sana po, tulad po ng ginagawa niyo, Governor, na pagbuhay sa women's sector, sa iba't ibang mga youth sector at sa iba pang mga kooperatiba sa Batangas, sana po, sir, sa inyong pamumuno ay makita rin po at siyempre, andito na si President Cabling na malakas at lalakas ang housing sector po sa lalawigan ng Batangas. So, meron kaming last quote, SHFC, pasuyo. Last slide, please. Let's move on to that.
Foods, clothes, and shelter have no politics. By Muta Baruca.
Iyon. At napatunayan po ngayong umaga ni Governor Mandanas na hindi niya isinasali ang politika sa housing. Totoo naman po yun kasi sabi ko nga, spare us from politics. Kasi pag sinamahan po natin ang politika, wala ho tayong matinong housing program na magagawa. At umasa po kayo, President Cabling, na si Governor Mandanas, hindi po inaalintana kung ano man politika. Ang kanya pong laging bilin sa amin, President, ay ayusin ninyo ang housing sector. Kaya Governor, sa tulong po ninyo, mas papalakasin pa po natin ang housing sector sa lalawigan ng Batangas. Sa ngalan po ni Administrator Levy Di Maunahan at ng aming buong housing staff, kahit konti lang po, Gob, ang inyong sundalo sa housing, ay ginagawa po namin ang lahat ng aming magagawa para po maging handa at relevant tayo at maging rich ang housing sector sa lalawigan ng Batangas. Magandang umaga po at maraming salamat sa inyong lahat.
Thank you very much, Mr. Del Rio and Ms. Macaraig, for that presentation and for all of your hard work po, especially in helping the people of Batangas. And indeed po, sa lahat po nung napakita sa presentation, it only shows how much your dedication, your involvement in serving the Filipino communities better, lalong-lalo na po dyan sa Batangas. And now, of course, to give inspiration to all of us, we'd like to present to you the man who keeps on standing strong for the people of Batangas, Honorable Governor Hermilando Mandanas, to give his inspirational speech.
Magandang umaga at mapagpalang araw sa ating lahat. Isang napakalaking karangalan para sa lalawigan ng Batangas at lalo na sa akin na magkaroon tayo ng pagpupulong at mahalagang pagpipirma dito sa ating MOU na kung saan nakasaad ang ating pagtutulungan para sa ating mga kababayan dito sa lalawigan ng Batangas, lalong-lalo na ang mga naapekto ng pagputok ng Taal Volcano. Para sa akin, ito ay napaka-makabuluhan at kaya taos-puso ang aking pasasalamat sa ating SHFC na pinamumunuan ng ating President, that I could see the passion and commitment when he was explaining the role of SHFC dito sa ating Human Settlements Department of Human Settlements. At ganun din ang lahat na kasapi sa pamilya ng SHFC at ng Human Settlements. Nakikita ko at nadadama ko ang inyo talagang hindi lamang masasabi natin na commitment, kundi yung malasakit at angkop na talagang community-based. At ang mahalaga ay yung sustainable pa. At nakikita natin na talagang inclusive sa pamamagitan ng evolution. Para sa inyong kaalaman, sa evolution, gusto ko lang ipaalam sa ating President at nabanggit nga kanina ni Janice na ang SHFC ay nagdiriwang ng ika-32 yata. Tama ba? The 32nd anniversary ng SHFC. Well, just for your information, the Governor of Batangas, I was there in the formation of human settlements. So that was 42 years ago. That was in 1978 na nandiyan ako sa human settlements. I was the first general manager ng corporate arm of the ministry, which was known ministry ang tawag, hindi department. So, nandoon na ako noon as the first general manager. So, I've been there for 42 years. So, this is, as I said, very personal, hindi sentimental value, kundi social commitment value. Ako ang namahala nung papaano makakaroon ng pondo. I was tasked with that. So yung pondo, nung pumasok ako, walang pera ang human settlements. Kaya so ang corporate arm, ako ang nagpapondo muna. Pagkatapos, sumunod yung mga order na sa pag-ibig at sa NHA, in-incorporate na. So, talagang napakahalaga nito personally. Kaya yung commitment ko ay gusto kong ipaabot sa ating President, Arnolfo Ricardo Cabling, at lahat na members ng ating Human Settlements family, na ito ay personal na commitment. At ngayon, ito ay aking pinalalawak sa lalawigan ng Batangas. Ang una nating katulong dito ay ang ating Provincial Administrator, ang ating PA, Levy di Maunahan. At nakita rin ninyo, nagre-report sa kanya ang aming housing, si Ronel Del Rio. Matagal ko na rin kasama yan. At nakikita natin ang ginagawa na. At ang kailangan natin ngayon ay kung ano pa talaga ang ating gagawin. At kaya ako ay nagpapasalamat at ipinaabot ang ating talagang commitment. Hindi lang pasalamat. And also yung ating malasakit sa ating mga kababayan na nakita ko ay nasa damdamin at kalooban ng ating President. Damang-dama ko. Marami akong kamag-anak dyan sa Davao na siguro bumuboto sa iyo noon. Ang aking lola ay Ilagan. Kaya alam ko marami diyang mga second cousin na dahil pisang buo ang kanilang mga anak na nandiyan dyan. At kumandidato rin yung mga Ilagan. Kaya malapit. At alam naman natin sa Davao, ang commerce ay nangunguna mga taga Batangas. Kaya napakalapit, nakikita nagkakaisa. Lalo't ang ating Pangulo ay taga Davao. At ang kanyang katulong, si Senator Bongo, ay taga Batangas. At yung kanyang city, Tanawan City, na apekto din noong pagputok ng bulkan. At kaya yung kanyang mga kamag-anak katulong din ngayon sa ating paggagawa ng mga project. Pinaplano pa lamang na ipaabot natin sa SHFC sa tamang panahon. Kaya hindi lamang ako nalulugod, hindi lamang ako nagpapasalamat, kundi ipinaabot din sa inyo ang aking taus-puso na pakikiisa. At alam natin, ang pagkakaisa natin ay mamumunga ng tagumpay, kaginhawahan, at tunay na maipaabot natin ang pangangailangan ng ating mga kababayan. Lalo na yung mga walang kaya na tunay na tinutuunan ng ating SHFC. Kaya maraming salamat at mabuhay kayo.
Thank you very much, Governor Mandanas, for leading and for standing strong and for being a model for Batangas and for the people of Batangas. Indeed po, Gov, you're an inspiration not only to the Batangueños but also to the Filipinos. We can sense po the burning commitment, passion, and advocacy consistently po and continuously. Maraming salamat po, Governor. And now po, we will proceed to the much-awaited highlight of this event, the signing ceremony. So as Attorney Kabling, Honorable Governor Mandanas, and the representative witnesses, VP Anisha Viloferte, VP Jimmy Manes, and Provincial Admin Librado Di Maunahan are signing the Memorandum of Understanding between SHFC and the Provincial Government of Batangas. Ms. Maria Kimberly Velasco of the Partner Relations Division will be reading some of the important highlights of the MOU.
In part to this Memorandum of Understanding, the Provincial Government of Batangas commit to act as CMP partner of SHFC and implement the latter social housing programs and the Provincial Government of Batangas, such as but not limited to CMP and its modalities, including LGU-initiated, vertical housing, turnkey, industrial workers, mixed use, sectoral, farmland, and cultural sensitive CMPs, whichever is applicable for the project. Identify a pilot project for socialized housing to be financed by SHFC within 12 months from the signing of memorandum, either through financing LGU-initiated, vertical housing, farmland, and sectoral housing. Provide technical assistance to community association and the subdivision of the property, including the conduct of reblocking and implementation of subdivision plan, and provide technical measures to benefit communities living along critical areas if necessary. Support the community association and the providing in their communities, including providing access to livelihood and basic services and facilities. As for SHFC, we are committed to assist the LGU and their constituents by financing LGU Batangas Provincial Socialized Housing Projects, lot acquisition, site development, and house construction loan, subject to SHFC applicable guidelines, rules, and regulation and budgetary capacity. make available SHFC personnel to assist in project development of housing programs in the Provincial Government of Batangas, liaise with other government agencies to expedite the documentation processing and requirements during the implementation period, conduct briefing and orientation in the Provincial Government of Batangas regarding housing programs of SHFC and citywide community upgrading strategies.
So finally, mga ka-SHFC, now it is indeed official. The MOU between SHFC and LGU Batangas has finally been signed and inked. So on behalf of SHFC po, we'd like to congratulate our stakeholders, especially the Home Owners Association, who will truly benefit from this partnership. We are very much excited and looking forward to what it will bring to our home partners. And now po, may I request our principals and witnesses to please display po to your screen the copy of the signed Memorandum of Understanding for a quick photo opportunity. Okay, and again po, thank you very much, Attorney Kabling and Governor Mandanas, and to our witnesses. So we have come to the end of our MOU signing ceremony, but of course, this won't end without hearing the person who gives his full support to all the initiatives of our LGU. Ladies and gentlemen, the Provincial Administrator of Batangas, Local Government, Mr. Ricardo di Maunahan, to give his closing remarks.
Sa amin pong minamahal na at napakasipag, walang kapagod-pagod na ama ng lalawigan ng Batangas, Governor DODO Mandanas, at sa aming mga kasamahang empleyado dito sa Kapitolyo ng Batangas, lalo na itong ating housing office. Ganoon din po ang pamunuan ng SHFC sa pangunguna ni Atty. Kabling. Ang mga taga-SHFC po ay napakadami ng beses naming nakasama, lalo na po sa paghahanda ng resettlement ng ating victims of Taal Volcano Eruption. Napakasipag po, attorney, ng inyong mga tao. Hindi ho natatakot pumunta dito sa Batangas at magkaroon ng ilagay ang sarili sa panganib, lalo na dito dahil dito sa COVID. Maka-attend lang ho ng mga meetings at magkaroon lang ho kami ng batayan para sa paghahanda namin, pagsasagawa ng resettlement ng mga biktima ng Taal Volcano Eruption. Kami po ay unang-una ay nagpapasalamat at amin pong nakikitang napakagandang hakbang itong ating signing na ito para tuluyan ng pagsamahan ang pagbibigay ng pabahay doon sa ating mga formal at informal settlers, lalo doon sa ating mga low-income sectors ng ating society, yung mga may hirap ng ating lipunan. Alam nyo, napakaganda ho ng mabigyan sila ng pabahay sapagkat ang bahay po ay hindi lang nagsisilbing pahingahan ng tao, kung hindi ito rin po ay tanda ng respeto at dangal ng mga bawat pamilyang Batanggenyo na makakaroon sila ng sariling bubong na kanilang sisilungan sa araw at gabi. Kaya nga po, sa okasyon pong ito, ay lalo po kaming magsusumikap sa pangunguna ng ating mahal na gobernador at yun naman po ay tuloy-tuloy talaga. Pero iba yung pong pagsisikap ang aming gagawin para maibigay talaga, mabigyan ng ating mga kababayan, lalo na yung mga walang tahanan, ng kanilang tahanan para sila'y magkaroon ng respeto at dangal sa kanilang mga sarili at magkaroon din ng lugar na kanilang pagpapahingahan ng kanilang mga pagod na katawan pagkatapos ng kanilang pagtatrabaho sa maghapon. Ang bahay po at ang pamilya ang isang napakatibay na basihan ng anumang lipunan na itinatayo at anumang klase ng lipunang mangyayari sa mga susunod na panahon. O kaya nga po ito pong ating ginawang signing na ito ng ating MOU ay isang hakbang patungo sa magandang pagsasama, matibay na commitment ng bawat isa sa atin na mabigyan ng maayos at disenteng pabahay ng ating mga mamamayang Batanggenyo. Kaya po ang atin pong pamahalaang ng ating lalawigan ay labis at lubos na nagpapasalamat sa SHFC at sa inyong mga pamunuan, Atty. Kabling, sapagat alam po namin na yung ating nasimulan na ay ating ipagpapatuloy para sa katuparan ng ating mga pangarap para sa ating mga mamayang Batanggenyo. Sa atin pong Governor, kami po ay patuloy na sumusuporta sa inyong adhikain na tayo ay magkaroon ng magandang pamayanan dito sa lalawigan ng Batangas. Maraming salamat po at magandang umaga sa inyong lahat.
Thank you very much, Mr. Di Maunahan. We are also very excited po for this partnership. And once again, congratulations sa ating lahat. So let's give everyone a virtual round of applause. But before anything else, may we request for all those who are with us in the Zoom video conference to please switch on your videos for another group photo. So once again po, those who are with us, may you please just open your cameras for another group photo. Okay, so thank you very much once again. So we have of our MOU signing ceremony. Again, thank you very much to everyone, especially to Atty. Kabling and Governor Mandanas, and those who've worked hard for making this event possible. The Partner Relations Division and Strategic Communications Division, Office of the President, and of course, the officers and staff of LGU Batangas. Maraming salamat po sa muling pagpakikiisa sa aming mga ka-SHFC. We are looking forward to the success of this initiative. Once again, I am Micah Martinez from Social Housing Finance Corporation na nagpapaalala sa lahat na ang SHFC ay mananatili pong kaagapay ninyo sa panahon ng COVID-19. Kamusta ga sa mga tiga Batangas? Stay safe po and healthy to everyone. Maraming salamat po and congratulations to everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Len.